What up, it's your Timus here. With Door Love and Thunder out now, I'm of course in my reviews for the past Door movies. So here's my review for the film sequel, which was of course Door the Dark World. Now I would agree with people where they say that this is probably the weakest out of the MCU films. Of course, this also came out in the same year that Iron Man 3 got released, so there's that too. Now, of course, this movie, pretty much also got released like a year after the Avengers was released too. So lots interesting stuff going on with this new one. With this one. Now, Dawn of the Dark World was of course directed by Alan Taylor, who's directed shows like Game of Thrones. He recently did the Sopranos prequel, May Stays in Newark. He's had some really cool resume over the years. Now, here you of course got Dora once again played by Chris Hemsworth, and this time Loki played by Tom Hiddleston, which I admit always felt a little odd seeing Loki pretty much be a good guy rather than bad guy. I really did felt that was a little bit of an odd choice, but I still thought Loki really playing the good guy here was an interesting choice, to say. And of course here you got Dora and Loki, who are teaming up to save the Nine Realms from the Dark Elves. And of course, the main villain in this is Doctor Who guy, Christopher Eccleston, playing Malekith, which I admit, he played the part okay, I guess, but just I was not too like maybe one of the worst MCU villains in my opinion. I just wasn't really feeling the villain. I mean, the MCU has had some really cool villains. Obviously, Thanos is the big one, Loki and all, but sometimes their villains could always be lopsided, and Malekith was one of them, to be honest. Yeah, but it was, of course, cool to see, Kat Dennings coming back as Darcy, who I think this girl steals so many scenes every time she pops up on screen. Of course, you got Natalie Portman coming back as Jane Foster. She's really good in these films. And seeing her in the new Dora movie, I thought was really cool too. Of course, you have Idris Elba coming in as Hamdel. You even got Shazam guy Zachary Levi playing one of the Warriors 3, which I thought was really cool. So there's that. So yeah, I thought the effects of this thing was cool. Some of the story element was a little bit one off, and some of the humor I guess was a little one off. I mean, the humor in Duel of Thunder is a tad bit better, to be honest here, but I still had a fun time with this one. It definitely did have some interesting elements. Seeing Loki play different characters, like seeing Chris Evans make a little cameo at here as Captain America, I thought was I really had me going. I mean, I had a fun time watching this one on the big screen. I mean, 2013 was a cool year for comic book films with Iron Man, Man of Steel, and the Dark World. And Thor: The Dark World, I'd probably say it's maybe the better of the. No, okay, maybe not as good as Man of Steel, but definitely one of the better of the three. But I had a fun time with it. And of course, we will later go on, like years after Thor: The Dark World, we will get Ragnarok, which is a predecessor, I guess. But yeah, and then of course, after the Dark World, we won't be seeing Thor on the big screen until I believe it was Avengers: Age of Ultron, if I'm not mistaken. So, hey, there's that there. But yeah, Thor: The Dark World, while it's not like the best out, while I admit this is the weakest out of the franchise, it still has some fun moments. Was really entertaining. I at the end of the day, I had a fun time watching this back in the day. So if you guys haven't seen it, it's on Disney Plus. You might enjoy it or you might not enjoy it either way. Anyway, let me lead you guys. Have you ever seen Door the Dark World? If so, what's your fan or not a fan of it? Favorite scenes, favorite moments? Where to rank in your favorite Door films? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy signing off.